I'm Muskan Khatun. I'm 21 years old. I'm from village of Pirganj, Nepal. Now I live in Kathmandu, Nepal. I'm a acid attack survivor. Currently, I'm working as a human rights activist here in my country, Nepal. In the place or village where I was from, there was a huge difference between the rights of a boy and a girl. It was a male dominated society. Daughters were not given equal rights than that or son or boys. That discrimination was seen in field of education, health, facility, and many other social aspects. Though belonging from such a society where boys were sent to school and college for education, girls were bound to work at home and other household work. My family vision was different and were very much supportive to equal rights despite of many argues from society regarding daughter not to be sent to school from education. They admit me to the local school which was 15 minutes away from my home. I was very happy to study as I always wished to study and became a doctor serve the society. And during my school day, an incident took place which is overly changed my life. While I was in class 9 at 15 years old, two local boys from village started to harass and tease me on the way from my home to school. That harassment get on daily basis which affect mentally disturb my teen girl mentality which affect my concentration on my study. Even on such situation, local villager did not try to stop that boys but sadly used to blame me instead for nothing. Mentally fed up the disturb, I shared the incident with my father and mother. And my father told me to be calm and not be too depressed and say to talk them. And when my father meet them, the boys throw some bad words to my father and the conversation was heated and in anger my father slapped one of the boys and told them not to repeat the harassment again. After that 3 months passed without any abuse and harassment, I was happy and felt relieved and concentrated more on my study. I was doing well on my study and was one of the best loved students of my teacher. But in 2019 September 5, those two boys appeared in front of me at 6 a.m. morning. While I was going to school, they confronted me with a jug full of strong acid on their hand. At first glance, I see vapor rising from the jug and thought it was a hot water. And they screamed at me to drink the acid, but I resist. They suddenly throw the whole jug on acid on my whole body. As soon as my body was wet of acid, I feel like whole body was burning. It was the feeling of someone born alive with fire. Due to reaction on acid on my face, my body turned black with heat. My skin started to melt and pieces of muscles started to melt from my body and dropped to the ground. With extreme pain and heat sensation, if I was unconscious and fall down on the spot. When I regained my consciousness, I was at a bed of a local hospital and my family were in front of me. When I looked at my body, my whole body was covered in a bandage, and I was still feeling the pain and the burning sensation, and asked my father whether my face is okay or not. They reply, it is fine. And when I looked at my parents' eye, there were is more pain that I was so I could not speak anymore. With limited doctor and equipments, the local hospital was only able to provide immediate emergency treatment, and I was transferred to Kirtipur Hospital in capital city Kathmandu. At there I was in bed for 6 months with intense treatment. While I was in hospital in bed with everyday pain till my full treatment, suddenly I thought about the other victims of acid attack who to suffer the same pain, and other girls and women who were suffering from different domestic violence and social violence on daily basis in my country. During the acid attack on me, there were already other several victims of acid attack on different part of the country. During the time, the legal law of Nepal for treating those kind of crime was very loose, and not any victim of acid attack were able to raise their voice against that crime and fight for the justice. So on that day when I thought about all that on bed, I took a decision to be strong and fight for the justice and fight for the legal transformation of Nepal, which will provide a maximum punishment for such crime, so that no other after me will have to go through same attack and suffer same pain which destroyed all their dreams and hope. And my parents were very much supportive to my decision. So after I was out of bed with left scar all over my body, I came in front in different media online platform for the demand of justice and legal transformation. I wrote a letter to then Prime Minister of Nepal, Mr. K.P. Sharma Oli, describe my story and request for the justice, the legal transformation for harsh punishment for those crimes. During the time, lot of national international media supported my fight for justice. My story was already became an international issue. Many national artists and international artists, Bollywood actors send me best wishes, message and video, and appreciate my strength and advocacy for justice. And I had a meeting with the Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli and promised me to provide justice and implement a strong law against those crimes. Very next day, he called a urgent meeting at a Parliament House of Nepal and had a discussion on this matter. And finally, after 15 days, a new law was implemented with harsh punishment for those sort of crime. My story went international and I was awarded as International Women of Courage Award by Secretary of State United States at White House given me by then First Lady Jill Biden, wife of former President Joe Biden. In my country too, I was honored with national award presented by former President and Prime Minister of Nepal. After that, I dedicate my life for the voice of other socially and domestically violated women and child. I currently working as a human rights activist here in Nepal. I have completed my undergraduate in law. The main thing which make me feel sad is in most country, especially in many Asian countries, women are in severe condition of social discrimination. Women are identified only as an object. Many girls of different society are bound to marry at a child age. What would they suffer and what would be the impact on their mentality when they are forced to get married at child age? That thoughts make me sad. Still today, women of civil society are beyond education, health, facility and other social rights. So if I could be in position through which I can make a change, I will make a change in those people's rights and make sure they receive proper education, health facility and human rights. And I will try to stop early child marriage which is happening. I view a future world with a peaceful place to live with equal rights to all. A place with no hunger, no social discrimination on the basis of gender, race, identity and nature. My view of future world is a heavenly place where everyone are free to share a joy of their life with color, where humanity learn from its mistakes, value kindness, our conflict, and work together to heal the planet. A world where differences are respected, where no one is left behind, and where love, peace, and justice guide our action. I personally view tomorrow youth who actively believe in humanity first, who can overcome the extreme trouble and step ahead to the bright future, who will be capable of not only thinking about themselves but also be concerned about the welfare of others living at their surrounding. Tomorrow world is not something we wait for. It is something we created with our choices today. Thank you.